and gentlemen, I'd like to thank y'all for coming on out here tonight to honor our dear departed brother, Jonas Carmichael. He is gone but not forgotten. He is vitalized within the cold bosom of the earth. But his spirit dwells warmly in the hearts of each and every one of us here. So now, in the words of Sam Hughes.
Thank you, Silas. I'm sure your words have touched us all very deeply.
Yes.
Right, well, as you all know, Mr. Carmody was a generous man. It was Mr. Carmody's greatest desire that he continue in the spirit of his generosity even after his death. Now, I have here, not there. I have here just another shining example of that generosity. Yes, well, as many of you all know, the law firm of Davis, Davis & Locke has had the privilege of representing Mr. Carmody for better than 30 years. And my late father, Andrew Davis, and God rest his soul, was Jonas Carmody's personal friend and carer. And upon passing, I was fortunate enough to take over those duties.
Did I miss anything? Excuse me, I'm sure. Go right ahead.
Well, as I was saying, Mr. Carmody's last wish was that his will be publicly read amongst his family and friends. Well, naturally, it is rather lengthy, so I've attempted to condense it down and get right down to brass tacks.
What? I thought that this was supposed to be a private reading.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Okay, well, now, let's see here. All right. I, Jonas Carmody, being of sound mind and bias, so for distribute all my earthly goods as follows. 1. To all my friends gathered here today who've been so instrumental in my success, I bequeath each 100 shares apiece of Carmody oil. 2, to my brother, Silas Carmody, and my stepdaughter, Emma Richfield, accepting those provisions specifically excluded, I bequeath equally the balance of my holdings, including all my personal shares of the controlling interest in Carmody Oil. Jonas. Yes, well, anyway, other assets, here it is. 3. To my companion and friend, Ms. Dee Dee Delaney. I bequeath my ranch, the bar, each, together with the land, the livestock therein, and all its household furniture. What?
Be still, Silas.
The remainder of my earthly assets liquidated by the firm of Davis, Davis & Locke and held in trust. In the event I should marry after executing this will, so if my wife should survive me, my entire estate, including all real and personal property and controlling interest in Carmody Oil, shall go to my wife. Now, as to the specifics, note by my law firm,
You ought to do something about that cough.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Mr. Davis. Oh, what now? I'm sorry. I'm afraid legal matters, they just do right over my head. Would you mind going over that part again, the one about leaving a surviving spouse?
well, it's really quite simple. See, the will specifically states that if Mr. Carmody, right there, the will specifically states that if Mr. Carmody were to leave behind a surviving spouse, she'd get it all.
You go, girl.
Everything.
No, you're back. But you know, worry your pretty little head about that.
Oh, my God! I don't believe it!
Confound the
to keep it quiet.
Impossible win!
What?
All right, now, whoa, everybody, please, let's just calm down and try to act like we're rational human beings.
Thank you very much, I'm sure. I can't think when everybody's talking all at once. What I was trying to say is we were married 2 weeks ago in Reno. I love Reno. It was so romantic with champagne and candlelight. There was romance on the pillows. I love when they have to. You're lying. She's lying. You're lying. I beg your pardon. You think I'm not good enough? Is that it? Well, Jonas Carmody made an honest woman of me. And that, as they say, is that. You know, honey, you're looking a little pale.
Jackson, I don't know what you have to say about this.
Well,
You know, since we were married, that kind of makes me your stepmother in a roundabout sort of way. Ain't it, Rich? You brainless, bleach blonde, bubble blood. Do you really think any of us are stupid enough to believe that anyone, Jonas would actually marry you? Well, at least somebody in this family appreciates me. I mean, I didn't expect you to welcome me with open arms or anything, but we're family and all. Oh, family not.
all right now, whoa, everybody, just calm down. Now, I'm sure there's a rational explanation for all this.
Well, there darn well better be, because I do not intend to sit idly by and allow my brother's property to fall in the hands of this woman.
Miss Lane.
That's Mrs. Carmody.
Miss Lane, I don't suppose you have any proof of these allegations.
Of course I have proof. What do you take me for?
Proof? What proof? This is obviously a sham. This is this entire solid occasion.
That may be. However, if this lady's claims are true, I fear it will greatly affect the nature of this will. I mean, the will does specifically state that if Mr. Carmody were to leave behind a surviving spouse, the entire estate would revert to her.
Preposterous!
You can't move. Scrumptious, ain't it?
Shut up! Well, I, for one, would very much like to see this proof.
Fine. You want proof? I'll show you proof. It's all there in black and white.
Give me that.
Any questions? I thought not. Now, if you'll excuse me. I don't believe it.
Well, I'm afraid everything does appear to be in order.
Well, is that so, Mr. Hotshot Fancy Lawyer Man? Well, you better figure a way out of this, because I do not intend to stand out there by and allow my brother's property to fall into the hands of that little husband.
Now, Silas, please, I hardly think this is the moment propitious for...
On a hell for Friday, man! We're talking $30 million here. Now, you better figure a way out of this, or I'll get my own set of fancy lawyers to look into the matter. How you like that, boy? By the time they're doing that thing, they'll find so many loopholes, it'll look like a forest trail and no prairie dog convention.
Now, Silas, please, just calm down. Now, Silas...
You done it now, boy. Nobody turns their back on Silas Carmody. By the time I'm through with you, I'll knock you so hard that you wake up, even your clothes will be out of style.
Your hands off me, sir.
Bunch of blood-sucking noses, at least it's a lot of you. My medicine, give me my medicine.
What now?
Oh, it's his heart. The doctor warned him not to get him so upset.
I'll see you in hell first.
No,
I will not let that child get the traveling mind.
Oh, of course not.
Have him from assistance, man.
Here, let me help you.
Why, thank you.
No problem at all. Did your talents, eh?
Man, took him.
That's a shame. Oh, James Davenport.
Jackson Davis, a pleasure, sir.
Sorry.
Davenport's our new chief of security.
Enough to know things don't look so good.
Davenport, I got a proposition for you. I mean, you good at finding out things, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, why don't you see what you can dig up on that pie-faced lawyer? I don't trust him, but as far as I can throw him. If anyone see you can find out my niece, Emma, too. She may be my niece by marriage, but you ain't blood, if you know what I mean. She's too damn nice, and I don't trust my niece. That's what happened to those wackos in Waco, you know? And if anyone see what you can find that Indian woman, too. Now, what are you doing down there, boy?
Never mind, Mr. Carmody, I'm your man.
Well, you just see that you are, and I will make sure you are amply rewarded, shall we say.
Well, that cover it.
Well, you just see that it does, and I think I'm gonna go outside and get me a breath of fresh air, and you take care of that, you hear?
Yeah. Ow! Cheesecake.
Mr. Tate? Oh, Mr. Tate.
Ma'am?
Have you seen my car servicing?
No, I'm terribly sorry. I haven't.
I left it right over there. I have to take it regularly or else I might get laryngitis or something.
Well, no, I'm terribly sorry. As I said, I haven't seen it.
Well, it's gotta be here somewhere.
Miss Lane.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, naturally, your marriage to Mr. Carmody would place a new light on the context of this will.
You ain't kidding, honey. What's on your mind?
So naturally, I think it might be advisable if you were to come with me down to my office and we discuss certain matters.
Matters? What matters?
Well, naturally, an inventory of all Mr. Carmody's assets must be taken at once. For your protection, you understand. I'm certainly left a considerable amount of papers or documents, say in the safe, perhaps, or...
He did have a desk where he kept a bunch of old papers, but it's always locked. I know, I never saw a neater man. It ain't natural for a man to be so neat. Oh, and there's the safe that he keeps the family jewels in. He let me wear the most beautiful necklace to a party once. It was all over diamonds.
Yes, oh, yes. Yes, I'm sure it was. But anyway, so about the documents, I don't suppose you have a key.
Oh, you mean his desk key? As a matter of fact, I do. I keep it right here. In my heart. But what makes you so interested?
Oh, my dear Miss Lane, as I said, I'm merely here just trying to protect your interests.
Oh, I get it. You're just like the rest of them.
I beg your pardon?
Lawyer schmoyer. You thinking maybe you could disinherit me after all.
No. Miss Lane, as I said, I am merely here just trying to protect your interests.
My interest. Well, maybe you ain't like the rest of them, but you're up to something, that's for sure.
Miss Lane, what would make you say something like that?
You know, I had a friend named Rocco once. Made book over in Vegas. Little sports stuff like that. He told me what happens to guys that stiff them. Pretty nasty stuff. Pretty nasty. By the way, how are you, son?
Oh, never mind, Mrs. Nance.
An accident, I'm sure. No thanks, honey. I don't think I'll be needing your services.
Miss Lane, I really don't think that would be advisable. The law firm of Davis March has shown nearly every paper on Mr. Carmody over the past 30 years. We are intimately involved. Now, if you just let me have a look at those documents.
Nothing personal, sweetie. Toodles.
Miss Lane! Mr. Lane! Miss Lane! Mr. Lane, I think you're making a grave mistake.